I'm not against somebody having a history degree. I'm not. I'm not against somebody having a history degree. We need to know history. History is important. I like history. I would not say I'm a history buff, but there are sections of history I get really interested in and dive down into, and I think it's very valuable to know history. But if you're a father out there and you have an 18-year-old daughter right now and she's about to go $60,000 to get into debt to get a history degree, you need to replay that last call. You need to listen to what just unfolded. A lady came out of college with a history degree and $60,000 in student loan debt. She and her soon-to-be ex-husband ran up $50,000 in credit card debt, borrowed $10,000 on the car, and Daddy tried to help her and loaned her another $20,000. She's got $136,000 in debt and a $20,000 income. Did you hear that call, America? And you and I, as the taxpayers, guaranteed the loan that led her down this primrose path, and we call that a student loan. And we call that a help to our culture. I missed where the lady got helped. Oh, by the way, it's not bankruptable. It never goes away. It's a single mom trying to feed 3 kids, and half of her debt is for a history degree. And her answer to make more money and get a career is go back to school again. Somebody please smack me. Unbelievable. Do you hear the messaging in this? There's something broken, and I'll tell you what it is. It's called the student loan program, and it's called you parents. Here's an idea, parents. Parent. Look at your 18-year-old child and don't look at them like they have any sense. They walk around in adult bodies. They don't have any sense. They don't have any sense. They're going to go 60 and 80 and 120 and $140,000 in debt to get a history degree. And I'm not against history degrees. But for goodness sakes, if you're going to do that, pay for it. In cash. So you don't have this hanging around your neck for the rest of your life. So what's she going to do? She's going to have to retool and enter a different field in order to get her income up. Have the backbone, dads, moms, to look at your child and say no. That course that you're on, that career path that you are tracking, and the amount of debt you're going into, I'm not going to participate in that. I'm going to look at you and say, you are stupid. No. No, no, no. Love your child enough when they're 17 and 18 years old to assist them in choosing a reasonable career path with no debt. No, you can't go out of state. You don't borrow money to cross the state line. That's known as stupid. Stupid. You go to the University of Tennessee if you live in Tennessee. If you live in Alabama, you go to Auburn or you go to Alabama. If you graduate from one of those 3 schools, you got a good degree in whatever field you're in. To cross the state line and quadruple the cost of doing it and not have the money to pay cash for it is stupid. Stupid. What'd you pay? Well, I went deeply in debt. To do what? So I could go out of state. What? What? You went into debt to go out of state? You didn't go into debt for your education. You went into debt so you could live in a 1-bedroom apartment with a jacuzzi and a skylight and a racquetball court? And you called this your college experience? Somebody ought to smack you into next week. And it should have been your parents who loved you enough to stop you from doing it and not participate in this. This stuff drives me bananas because now I got this sweet little lady. Bless her little heart. She's just broken. She's trying to raise 3 kids on her own. She's got $20,000 a year. You understand that's below the poverty level. And she's got a history degree with $60,000 in credit card debt, or student loan debt, and $50,000 in credit card debt to go with it. And I'm going to go off for 2 hours on that one too. But parents, please parent. because your government is stupid. It is we, the people, the taxpayers, we're so stupid. We're so enamored with the acquisition of degrees that we have agreed to guarantee loans for 18-year-olds who have no job history and no assets. Any banker that made this loan would be fired for incompetence. But you and I, the taxpayers, are guaranteeing this, all in the name of the acquisition of sheepskins. Because if you don't get a degree, you can't win. No, honey, if you're stupid, you can't win. Get a degree. I'm all about education, but do it in such a way that you pay for it and that you pay only for the education. You do not finance the experience on student loan debts that last forever. They last when your child is sick. They last when you go through a divorce. They last when your husband dies early or your wife dies early. They last when your father gets cancer and you want to go home and spend time with him. They last forever as your life happens. Do not sign up for this stuff. It's going on and on and on and on. We now have $1 trillion of this stuff. Oh, and by the way, the government agency that's supposed to love on you and take care of you while you were so noble that you pursued your education and we, the people, guaranteed your education loans. Well, this from Huffington Post. Federal consumer regulators take an aim at the Department of Education's preferred companies for servicing the agency's $1 trillion in student loan debts, highlighting potentially poor customer service. Really? You just found that out, huh? And raising the specter of increased government scrutiny. The move relied on the Education Department surveys, which grade the 4 preferred companies that service these loans and determine how many new loans each will receive in the coming year to service as a new crop of students enter college and graduate. Sallie Mae ranks the worst in borrower, school, and federal personnel satisfaction. The CFPB official noted, citing the surveys. Referring to the Education Department documents, said Sallie Mae will receive the fewest new loans to service in the upcoming school year. Borrowers stuck with Sallie Mae or any other servicer who wish to switch to another have little ability to do so. The apparent public shaming comes as Sallie Mae contends with numerous probes, including investigations by federal banking regulators and the Department of Justice over its handling of student loans and treatment of the borrowers. Despite Sallie Mae's track record, which Elizabeth Warren describes as a pattern of breaking the rules and ignoring its contractual obligations, the Education and Treasury Departments appear to have given little more than a slap on the wrist to the company. So we found out by doing a survey, the federal government discovered that Sallie Mae's incompetent. Where the flip have you people been? We've known that for decades. But she's servicing all these loans that never go away. Student loan lasts forever. No matter what bad things happen in your life, until you make enough money to pay it off. It's not bankruptable. It survives disability. It survives divorce. Well, it won't survive disability, but it'll take you 4 years to get it off. So just go ahead and get ready to deal with Sallie Mae and their incompetent people on that. So we're encouraging people to do stupid things to get an education. We the people. I had a student loan. I did it too. Almost everybody listening had a student loan. And so what am I saying? I'm saying this is a bad philosophy. And the only way to preempt it is to educate the moms and dads and encourage them to be good parents, and to educate the 18s and 17 and 16-year-olds and encourage them to only pay for education, not for crossing state lines, unless you've got the cash to pay for it.